Rights lobby group Amnesty International claims that at least 30 people have been killed in Ethiopia's Amhara region and another 67 in Oromo, all by government security forces during the protests. CCTV spoke to Ethiopia's communication minister, Getachew Reda, who claims the reported death toll is an exaggeration.
Well, it's more than 7. Believe me, 7 is the number of casualties, the number of fatalities in Bahar Dar. I know in some parts of the country, I would say, I don't have the exact figures, but it's more than 7. But clearly it's not 100. So you see, this whole idea of haggling over numbers is probably the most callous thing to do, because in any circumstances, even one avoidable days is one too many. So for the government, whether this is 7 people or 2 people or 100 people is regrettable.
And how many were arrested and are currently detained?
There are, I would say, something in the hundreds in many parts of the country. This is an organized violence. Organized violence where hundreds of people have been given orders to carry out acts of violence here and there. And of course, you round up some of those who are actively involved. And once the investigation is over, of course, most of them will be released. But I would say dozens have so far been apprehended for involvement in this violent activities.
What sort of intervention or perhaps negotiations are planned with protesters?
Well, the next intervention plan is to continue to engage the people, because whoever has legitimate concerns, this legitimate concern should be addressed. And it is not through street action that legitimate concerns are addressed. It is by through direct involvement of the public with the government that such concerns, such grievances can be addressed. And of course, the experience shows that people in many parts of the country, even when they have the most legitimate of concerns and grievances, they had their grievances heard and addressed through consultations with government.
The government has claimed foreign enemies and terrorist groups are behind the riots in the Amhara region and the Oromia region. Who specifically, for instance, and what evidence is there for that?
Well, these are not people who mince their words about their involvement. They have been making an open call. As far as extremist elements within, for example, terrorist elements, we have all kinds of evidences. People have been apprehended with their documents and with their communication equipment, with guns and weapons and a cache of weapons, if you will. And of course, we have a litany of evidence showing that this is in fact being organized by not only the rejectionist elements within Ethiopian diaspora, but also with the involvement, direct involvement of foreign countries as well. And of course, the government will continue to take whatever action is necessary to make sure that their crimes are duly exposed and held to account.